Students, let's study further. We have started Unit 1, that is Computer Fundamentals. Now we will learn the first topic, that is Evolution of Computers. You know how computer developed and what is the history of computer. But now, uh, in short, we will revise. Computers are seen everywhere around us in all spheres of life. May it be the field of education, research, travel and tourism, weather forecasting, social networking, e-commerce or any other. Computers have now become an indispensable part of our lives. The manner in which computers have revolutionized our lives because of their accuracy and speed of performing a job is truly remarkable. Today, no organization can function without a computer. In fact, various organizations are trying to become paper free owing to benefits of computers. But the computers of today have evolved over the years from a simple calculating device to the portable high speed computers that we see today. Now, the first computer developed was Abacus. You know what is Abacus? Abacus is a high speed calculating device. So, the first, the name of the computers which was developed was Abacus. Now, so this is the image of Abacus. Abacus was discovered by Mesopotamians in around 3000 BC. An abacus consists of beads on movable rods divided into two parts. Addition and multiplication of numbers was done by using the place value of the digits of the numbers and position of the beads in abacus. Earlier the calculation is done using this abacus device. Then Napier, logs and bones. The idea of logarithm was developed by John Napier in 1617. He devised a set of numbering rods known as Napier bones through which both multiplication and division could be performed. So this is about Napier, logs and bones. See the picture of Napier, logs. Then Pascaline. Blaise Pascal, a French mathematician, invented an adding machine in 1642 that was made up of gears and was used for adding numbers quickly. Leibniz calculator. In 1673, Gottfried Leibniz, a German mathematician, extended the capabilities of adding machine invented by Pascal to perform multiplication and division as well. This is Leibniz calculator. Jacquard loom. In order to make the cotton weaving process automatic, Joseph Jacquard devised the punch cards and used them to control looms in 1801. Difference engine and analytical engine. Charles Babbage, you know, he is called the father of computers. An English mathematician developed a machine called difference engine in 1822 which could calculate various mathematical functions, do polynomial evaluation by finite difference and theoretically could also solve differential equations. Both these great inventions means he designed the analytical engine and differential engine. So these great inventions earned him the title of father of modern computers. Then Mark I. In 1944, Professor Howard Aiken, in collaboration with IBM, constructed an electromechanical computer named Mark I, which could multiply two-digit numbers in 5 seconds. This machine was based on the concept of Babbage analytical engine and was the first operational general-purpose computer which could execute pre-programmed instructions automatically without any human intervention. In 1945, Dr. John von Neumann proposed the concept of stored program computer. This is the idea of von Neumann computer. This is the processor, that is CPU, and this is the memory in which program and data is stored, and there is a communication between the two. So he created the idea in which there will be two devices, that is one is processor and one is memory, in which the data is stored, and here the working processor means CPU, that is where the working of the computer will be stored. So he developed EDVAC. EDVAC means Electronic Discrete Variable Automatic Computer, was first stored program computer developed in 1952. Then ENIAC. ENIAC means Electronic Numerical Integrator and Calculator. Now, generations of computers. Students, already these things we have already learned in our earlier classes, but revision is required. So there are various generations of computers. First generation computers was in 1942 to 1955, and in that first generation computers, the concept of stored program and were categorized by vacuum tubes. A vacuum tube is a delicate glass device that can control and amplify electronic signals. Silent features of first generation computers. These are the silent features, students. You can write notes in your copy in short. Don't write the full explanations. Just write in short that what we have learned in this topic. So these are the silent features of first generation computers. Second generation computers were started 1955 to 1964, in which were developed. Transistors were developed and some programming languages were also developed like Fortran, COBOL, ALGOL, etc. Silent features of second generation computers. These are the silent features of second generation computers. The third generation computers, that is 1964 to 1975, in which some integrated circuits or chips were developed. That is small scale integration chip, SSI, and MSI. That is, this is a small scale integration chip and a medium scale integration chip. Silent features of third generation computers. The fourth generation computers, 1975 onwards. In fourth generation computers, there was large scale integration and very large scale integration, LSI and VLSI, and there were micro programming application software, databases, virtual memory, etc. were developed and used. Fifth generation computers, that is the generation of artificial intelligence, means we are in this generation. Basically, the generation is based on the concept of artificial intelligence. In simple terms, the computers of this generation are supposed to behave like humans. The principles of parallel processing, many processors are grouped together, and superconductivity are being used to develop devices that respond to human languages and will have the ability to apply previously gained knowledge to execute a task. Silent features of fifth generation computers: parallel processing, superconductivity, and artificial intelligence. So these were the various generations of computers. Now, what is computer? Computer uh, is an electronic device that processes the input according to the set of instruction provided to it. It consists of two things: data and information. Now, what is data and information? We will learn detailed in our next class. So, students, till now you have learned the various generations of computers and history of computers. You can write in your copy in short and make notes of it. Then I will give you some assignments and questions that you have to complete. Okay, students. Thank you.